I just got really like flustered. I fucking hate seeing myself.
Well,
turn it off! Turn it off!
nobody can see it.
Oh my god. She's gonna get naked talking in the show.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, my ears are so happy.
I have to, why the fuck is the CPU going crazy?
I'll stop.
What the fuck is that?
Soda and...
Crackers and...
Yeah, like I was sick. I needed to have
You
Gatorade
feel
and-
sick?
The whole room, seriously, is so cold.
because of the AC.
The AC
Why
is
don't
like...
you guys not
because
put it
people
on
like
full-
it.
But it's so, like it would get so smelly and gross and
Yeah.
and mosquitoes.
That's why during the day we have to keep the window open.
Okay.
Oh god, now there's two of us.
Well, this is live. This is the, this is where I
Susie said
switched
live.
over things.
Oh, I've always wondered how Twitch worked.
Yeah, well,
It's not like for video games.
it's, well,
You just watch people do things. Is that right?
I, kind of, yes and no. The, Twitch, I've explained before many times, at least whoever's gonna be watching this has already heard this. Twitch originally started off as a chat thing, just normal talking, like talk shows and stuff like that. It was called Justin TV.
Oh,
And then they switched their names to Twitch because it sounded cooler.
Yeah.
Justin. But yeah, they switched over to that. But originally it was just people having little talk shows and stuff like that. And right now the just chatting section of it is in the top 5 every month.
Wow.
Of what people watch still. But yeah, usually there's a lot of video games and stuff, but it's not just Twitch. I'm also streaming to YouTube too.
I watch some YouTubers on Twitch. And they're so funny. Like
Yeah,
podcasts.
it's usually a cross-platform thing that's going on. Like this, for instance, I can see the chat from both YouTube and Twitch at the same time.
What made you start this?
Hey friends.
I've always wanted to do the streaming thing, but I've never, well, since living in Mexico, I haven't really had the ability to do it because I don't make as much money as I did back in the States, and internet here sucks. And
yeah.
so it's really hard. This is not my dream setup, of course.
What? The egg cartons look so good.
Yeah, it's like
Well, they're not done yet.
fucking vibing in here.
I have to.
It's a vibe.
I have to wait for people to eat more, so I can have more
Great
soundproofing
Eat
stuff.
more.
More
Promote the
soundproofing
eggs.
stuff. Yeah.
Huevos, ranchos, only 89 pesos. I have it.
Before I started putting these up, it's super echoey through this. So, yeah. Now you are gonna have to forgive me. I deal with so many people coming and going all the time, and plus I don't really chat to any of the volunteers. I don't remember your fucking name.
Okay,
What is it?
try it just once. No,
Wait.
That's
But you've said it so many times,
I
which
know,
is
I
really
know.
so weird to me because you've said it.
But
you can just call me
I
Nico.
do that too.
I can never remember her name, and I've known her for
I know,
a
but
long
It's
time.
been 3
yesterday
years.
I think it was yesterday or the day before. You said, I like you already, New Girl, and I was just like, New Girl can just be my name. I'm happy with that.
Sapna.
Yeah.
boom.
And
Booyakasha.
Fuck.
and Emilie.
I almost looked at you like, what is my name?
And Emilie.
Panic.
Yep. So Sapna and Emilie. Emily's from Canada. Sapna is from Australia. Okay. Explains
Not a
the
bogan?
accent. But it's actually not that much of an Australian accent. It
No,
sounds
because
more
I
British.
pride myself in not being bogan. So.
Bogan. That must be a term that is like.
Country
just
style.
country, like
Those are-
not
those
even
are-
country. It's
Those
just
are like
fucking-
rednecks of Australia, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the bogans.
Like they shorten
See?
everything. Like everything's like straight up.
Always,
Avo.
already
Like have an
learning
avo
stuff.
in the avo. Like it's just like.
Bravo. That used to screw me up so much. So many Australians in Banff. And I feel like sometimes I would even like not even speak English. I'd just be speaking like bogan.
Yeah.
Like
Like it should only be done as a joke.
a
not
paragraph
seriously.
is shortened into five words.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Like full
like
Sentences,
cut down everything.
punctuation, grammar, like it wouldn't hurt.
It's
Emily,
hi. Hola.
Wait, is this?
we
¿Cómo
are
estás?
gonna start off with you because you've been around.
That sounds like
I've been
that sounds
around.
like you're like loose or something. To what extent are we allowed to say things? Like,
Say whatever you want.
okay.
What is the limitation?
Has this started already? Like,
Yeah.
oh wow,
We've
okay.
started. Hey, you see on the right? If you can see yourself on the right, then we've started.
Oh, okay.
Can you
I'll
see
keep
yourself?
myself in check.
Why do you have to keep yourself?
No, I won't. I really won't.
As
I
she's
just
taking a
like,
sip.
as I'm drinking from my bucket.
That is a bucket of alcohol right there. That's how.
Made
we
by
do
yours
things.
truly.
Oh, you guys
Cheers.
both have buckets. Was it bucket night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bucket party.
I don't pay attention to these things.
Bucket party.
So Emily's from Canada, and you have traveled all over the place.
Little bits here and there. Nothing crazy exotic.
Nothing crazy exotic, but mainly just
Mexico. I've been to Cuba and Jamaica, and that's it.
so Caribbean and
Yeah, basically Caribbean. You know Canada's cold, so you gotta
Yeah, you gotta.
make sure the sun is there.
You're a snowbird. You run away from the weather.
100%. My grandma would say the mailbox kid, as in I'm not Canadian, but I would like to go snowbird.
Snowbird works.
Yes.
The where all have you been in Mexico? I know you've been to the West Coast.
Yeah. Escondido, Flores. Mexico City. Around Palenque. Like there was like a really small town around there. Because
Okay.
Palenque is like the park. I don't know where. Some random place. Trying to work my way down. I went to Chiapas.
Chiapas.
where-
Chiapas. Like,
Chiapas. I'm trying to think. Valladolid, mostly a lot around Cancun. Valladolid. Mérida for a couple of days.
Wait, where?
Mérida.
Okay, how do we say that?
Merida.
Merida.
Mierda is shit.
Why do they sound so similar?
But it's not because it's one of the richest places.
Yeah, it's not shit.
No, but like, why are
But-
those two words?
So close.
I don't know. It's Spanish.
Spanish.
I'm sure Merida means something. I've never researched it.
Cancun means pit of snakes.
Yeah.
And
which-
Yucatan means I don't know.
Yeah, Yucatan.
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 Oh my god.
Just stop talking.
That's okay. You can pronounce Canadian things though.
Yes. A.
Yeah.
But you haven't done that yet.
She doesn't really do it. She's not from that part of Canada.
No,
Wait,
not
where are you
really.
from?
I'm from the east side.
Like Quebec, is that right? Is
Yeah,
that
I'm
right?
like from Ontario, but I always say I'm from Alberta because I've been living there for like. If I find you can't say you lived somewhere unless you've moved out and had your own house, because you live at your parents' house and like they kind of make you live where you've been brought up.
I mean, you just live there, but yeah, like unless you live.
I feel like
somewhere.
living is actually like
Yes.
making your own dinner and laundry.
Oh yeah.
That's when you can decide of where you live.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been to almost all the islands, but Halbash, that's not an island, but I like to picture it as one because it's so hippie.
It's an island.
Is there
Yeah.
like I feel like
It's
it's
in-
like separate. You have to get on
You
Yeah.
do have to get on the ferry to go
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
It's an island of mosquitoes, but that's about it.
I heard.
Yeah.
That's really
I want to go.
And where all have
Let's
you
just
traveled
go.
around?
Oh.
probably more exotic than me.
Well, growing up, like Fiji every couple of years because that's where our family are from.
That's where a lot of Australians go. Is
Fiji.
Fiji.
Yeah.
Fiji.
Well, it's close. It's not exactly cheap anymore. But yeah, like just family was there, so we'd go at least once a year, once every second year. And like Thailand, Singapore, Dubai, South Africa, Swaziland.
Where?
Swaziland, the one that's in the middle of South Africa.
No,
it's like
it's South Africa, and then it's just to the right, like on the east coast.
It's actually called Swaziland.
Swaziland.
they got a cool flag. I remember that.
I didn't know that.
But
Sounds
there's
like
another
Mozzie.
country in South Africa that is completely surrounded by South Africa. I can't remember the name of it.
I feel like we need to figure that out.
That's why
Siri.
I have.
That's the one reason I have my iPhone. If I don't know Siri.
But Siri can't understand me. So.
No, it's not Siri. I have Google. So, and plus everybody else can see it too whenever I.
Imagine we had an
switch on
Alexa
to it.
here. Hey Alexa, we're all drunk.
So
Put on. Shake
and
that
it's
ass.
like-
here we are right here in Cancun. Let's back out into space.
Look, it's near the. Just kidding. That's shit.
Yeah, there's a little.
Africa
country
is
that's
huge. Like
Oh, okay.
seriously.
See, Swaziland, but there's another. It's right
Yeah, but it has its own. It's not completely surrounded, but yeah, it's there. It does that. That coast is open.
here. Yeah, it's open a little bit right there.
Mhm.
Lesotho.
Not
That's
been
the name
anywhere.
of that country.
Yeah.
I thought Swaziland was this one and this one was that one.
And what do they
Pretty
speak
close.
there? You think?
Oh, Afrikaans. But there's different dialects everywhere you go. It's different, but Afrikaans is.
I think they
Like
have
South
like
Africa?
6 or 7.
So it's like
different-
Spanish kind of in a way. Like everyone has their own twang.
Yeah, but it's like there's a lot. Like each village, like each town, it's like different dialects.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the one that they had when I was there.
They're the way that they speak English there, their accent is
Like the
so
UK.
weird. No, it's not even that. It's like a mix between Dutch.
Oh, I
And-
love the
and-
South African
and
accent.
English.
Like,
I've not been that blessed to hear it.
oh, there's so many in Australia.
It's if you've ever seen like a South African movie.
I've seen the one
some
about
Well,
you like-
this is the gods.
You like the N-word, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my God, they're fucking crazy. I love them.
Yeah.
Them live is amazing. But yeah, they're from South Africa.
Yeah. If you ever hear them talking, they'll be like, "That's so weird."
Yeah, but I feel like they're really
Weird accent.
extreme.
Yeah, they're like
Like,
the gangster.
They're like
love
version.
that,
fucking
though.
amazing. Yeah, like I feel like the way that they talk is very extreme to how.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah,
street.
like, yeah, like
I like it
so
already.
Cool. They're so cool.
Yeah, so Swaziland's there. You said you went to a bunch of other places
That's so
over
cool.
Yeah, like I've been to the States.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
here. So you went to
and
Thailand.
like Puerto Rico and like some Caribbean islands like Barbados,
Oh, yeah.
Antigua.
I've been to Barbados actually. Have you been to Jamaica?
No.
Oh, that was cool. I found it was different, like a good vibe, but different vibes
Where
from everywhere.
are your parents from Australia, or did they move
No, so
there?
they're from Fiji. That's why we go back
They're from
there.
Fiji.
Yeah, we don't know anyone in India, so they were brought as like ancestors were brought to Fiji as slaves, I guess. And then like everyone that maybe if we looked it up we'd find people that we know, but there's no one that we would go there or like we've never been there.
Where the hell is
To India.
Fiji? Is
Down to the right.
it's over here somewhere.
It's
right?
really small.
There it
right
is.
there.
There it is, right there.
You can
So
go around,
your
like,
family
Yeah.
ancestrally were from
Wow.
from Asia,
From India. Yeah.
from India,
Yeah.
and then they came to Fiji, and then
Yes.
you
So
got
there's like Fijian Indian is like a thing that you would say that makes sense to a lot of people because they're not Fijian, but they're not Indian. They just kind of like
they're just
Do they have a lot of
transplanted
similarities in like?
to Fijian, like this completely different language.
Okay.
The food is completely different. Have a kind of it's blended, but Indians from Fiji, their food is very different. Like I could never go to a restaurant unless it was a Fijian Indian restaurant and eat the food that my parents or my family would make. It's very different. Not
like
creamy, not like
like
sauce,
a
like
mix
it's not, like,
between
sweet.
Indian and like tropical type stuff.
Yeah, like there's like curries and everything, like which are just amazing, and it just
Everybody
obviously
loves curries.
yeah, and it's just not like India where it's like sweet and like thick and creamy. That's not like that.
Versus like English curries too. Those are kind of weird.
It's more like that's more like a
So which part of Australia?
Sydney.
Sydney. Sydney's all the way down there. It's funny.
And then
Australia
Canberra's
has.
the capital, but it's like who the fuck goes there? Nobody.
I can't even read any
What's
of
the
this.
capital?
What do you
Canberra.
mean you can't read any of those?
Yeah. Well,
Canberra is
I've
the
been missing my
capital of
glasses a few
Australia?
months.
Oh wait,
Of
pardon?
all of Australia?
Yeah, Canberra's the capital.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's like where like the
That's
Parliament
something I
House is,
should
like-
know.
What's the
Like,
capital
I-
of the United States?
DC.
Okay.
What's the capital of Canada?
Ottawa, where I was born,
Ottawa.
not Toronto.
Ottawa.
For y'all listening, Toronto is not the capital. It is
Yeah.
Ottawa.
Um, the funny about Australia is like this whole part right here, nobody lives there.
No, so pretty much 70% or 80% of all Australians live at least within 1 hour from the beach.
Yeah.
So like the coast.
Is that a safety concern?
It's
No,
kind
it's
of,
just fucking dry and dead and like
Okay.
flat and
that's the way it is
Yeah.
for a lot of
Well,
countries.
of course, because they kind of made their lives in the beginning of time there.
It's
Like,
'cause-
it was resourceful. You fish,
Yeah.
Sea,
food,
sea
yeah.
equals
Yeah.
life. It's a lot easier to
Exactly.
catch fish than to go out hunting all the time.
Mhm.
I mean, you still do it just for a change of pace, but kind of like the United States. You know, whenever they started traveling from when everybody arrived on the East Coast, and then they started traveling, and then like the lazy people kind of dropped off in the middle, and then the committed ones
They
went
went all
all
the
the way to
way.
the other side.
Yeah, that's probably.
That's why the middle of the
They were
US
committed, that
is
weren't lazy.
That's why in the middle of the U.S. is kind of
It's like weird. Like they've
there.
been filtered out to be these
Yeah.
lazy. No, that's like a generalization. That is not true.
It's the same. Well, like Canada though,
Oh,
Canada's
God.
a little bit different because there's not really that much coast. It's
Well, well-
it's just east and west coast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's true.
Like the U.S. has all the coast here,
Seriously.
over here, over
We
here.
have a lot of lakes, so that's why like I feel
That's kind of like coasts,
yeah.
especially because they're great.
And they're just
So
so
it's
The great ones, the,
The
big great ones.
Nobody else has great lakes.
I know,
Only,
no.
only the U.S. and Canada.
Man.
Everybody else's lakes are mediocre lakes.
Mediocre.
Oh,
we also
I
have
feel
lots
like-
of
I
rivers.
feel like New Zealand has like pretty good lakes.
New
They
Zealand
do.
and Canada have a
New
lot in
Zealand,
Yeah, a
common.
lot in common. Yeah.
I've been reading that on the visa thing, and I'm like, I basically
The,
live in New Zealand without the accent.
It's a little too
Yeah.
much.
But
It's like
Island.
I'm not gonna try and do the accent now, but I could if I was like
After
no,
this
no,
book.
But that's the thing with what I was saying with Canada though. Most of the population actually lives around like in this
Yeah.
area,
yeah,
not really
if you live anywhere
on the coast.
more north, you're fucked. Also, like I find the most.
Wait, so where are you?
I
Oh,
was born
oh.
right there, but I
Okay.
live. So you see Calgary,
Yes.
like 45 minutes, like literally where his
So
cursor
like
is,
you're near Whistler.
like inside.
This is
really
Banff.
close. Yeah.
This is Banff area.
It's right on the border. We have a ski hill. It's called the Great Divide. And if you go
Yes.
one way, you go in BC, and if you go the other way, you're in Alberta. And it's really
That's
weird
pretty
because
fucking cool.
they like
It's the-
intertwine on purpose.
It's the continental divide.
It's really cool.
It goes all the way from here all the way down into New Mexico.
Mhm. And we have people that come up and
These are all
drive.
the Rocky Mountains here.
I miss
going
it
back this
sometimes.
Yeah, right. When you talk about it, you,
I
you
miss
get
it.
excited. Yeah.
I get excited because it's so beautiful, but then I physically look at my friends' pictures and I'm like, oh my
The
god.
Continental Divide is a place where if it rains, whenever the rain drops, if it's on one side, it's all going to the west coast. If it's on the other side, it all goes to the east coast.
That's so fucking cool.
And what's really cool is that
Nature
it goes
is
into the
pretty
Bow
fucking
River
Right,
that
like,
goes
our
all the
world
way
is
to the
fucking
other side.
incredible.
Yeah, so basically all the rainfall that happens, all of it that happens on the east side just goes all throughout the rest of the east of the country, and all
Mhm.
the west goes all throughout. So all the rivers, all the lakes and everything, it all
They're
gets the water.
almost-
That's where it separates.
Yeah, it's so cool. There's a river that goes from like where I lived to where my parents live. Like it, and it all connects, like in like streams and rivers, and like somehow it gets from one side
So
to
like
the
if
other.
you really wanted, you could probably.
If I really wanted to send a message in the bottle.
I've hiked the Continental Divide in Colorado,
Oh my god.
and you just stand on top of rocks. You can't really, tell the difference, but if you just think about, the rainfall and stuff that's happened over the millions of years and stuff.
You go up there and you're like,
Yeah, it's
the
super high up
rock
there.
is so intense.
The Rock, like
The rocks, like
Yeah.
oh, the rocks.
Dwayne the Rock
It's
Johnson.
not.
he is intense.
I was like, is there
Super
one like
intense.
particular rock that we're talking about? But the rocks makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
It's been a
But-
couple shots.
But Banff though, what's it like living next to Banff?
If I live in Banff, not even next, in the national park from 1988. It's pretty intense actually because I've done almost every job there, from being a landscape person to being a tourism person to doing guides to doing hospitality, and every job has like such a significant role because it's such a small town. If there's something not done, like the whole town suffers almost in a way.
So it's like a community.
Yeah, it's really small. 4,000 people for 4 million tourists a year, which is crazy. Lots of snow, lots of deer. Don't expect to go anywhere on time because the elk and animals don't give up.
Like you can just be sitting there and they're just like
Yeah,
on the road and
but it's
you can
also
do anywhere.
frustrating because you have like people visiting without knowledge and they're like chucking cigarettes on the ground or like people are drunk and like throwing McDonald's. And they can like, but it's also really nice because you see the community like picking up after everyone and like just for fun on a Sunday, like you pick up all the cans and you exchange the cans for money and then you just party with it.
Right.
It's really Canadian of us to do that. But
Yeah, but like we do that too, and it's
It's
become like a
exactly-
thing lately with like recycling and earning. And then like you just donate it, like we put the cans into this machine and you can either donate the money or you get the money.
yeah, you party with it.
But yeah, I guess it's an incentive.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to work in a small town because I grew up in a city and like no one was really together. It's hard to get everyone together. But I go to the bar every night and like see like my local barber shop, the guy who cuts my meat or the guy who gives me fruit and like everyone's there like having a beer together. And even though like we're all really weird cliques, like we all somehow have a relation to each other, which is nice. Gets hard though.
Yeah, it's good that a city like that is still thriving.
Oh my god.
In the U.S., there's
Crazy.
a lot of those little tiny one-street towns where everybody knows each other, but they're all pretty much dying.
It's hard because you feel trapped sometimes and like, oh my god, I literally live on one street and then there's like main, 2 roads, and that's it.
Yeah.
And mountains. So it's hard to like make it feel like home instead of it being like a one-way track to the mountains, but it's nice.
Yeah. So, have you ever seen a glacier before?
In New Zealand.
In New Zealand? You've seen one in New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Banff that's like the big tourist attraction there.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
and see the glaciers.
Glaciers.
I jumped into water. It was fucking freezing, and obviously we knew that, so it's like, okay, we need to get in, get out, but just to say that we've done it, I couldn't feel my body.
I can feel the cold because I've done the same thing.
Mhm.
You can't feel your body.
Yep, it's like just like little pins.
Even in
it's
the
like
summer.
attacking, it's like I can't breathe. Okay, yeah, but it was amazing. I'd do it again.
We have rope swings in all the lakes, and all the tourists like, oh, rope swing, and you see them like go in with excitement. And you see them like, like it's like -4 in the water, and it's like +25 outside. Even though I get cold at +25 here, it's so cold that you can't even
Yeah.
swim in it. It's not enjoyable. Beautiful to look at, nice, beautiful blue, but to swim, I would never again. What about you? Have you been to Banff? You said Colorado. Have you been anywhere more north?
Yeah, I've been to Canada.
Oh.
I've all the way across, dipped in and out.
Yeah, I
Was
just.
Check out
this
our-
like, were you driving, were you
Where are you
flying, were
going?
you
U.S.,
just...
Canada, U.S., Canada.
Oh,
US,
like
Canada,
coming
US.
like
That's sweet.
border back and down, okay.
Because Canada doesn't have any roads. No,
Seriously?
they have the-
And
they
also,
have the
no one's on
trans-
them.
They have the Trans-Canadian
Yeah,
highway.
Trans-Canada. One
Yeah.
highway that goes all across Canada. Me and my friend just did, actually last summer, the whole thing. We did like a skate park kind of deal, but
Okay. And that was like, that's like the main road and like...
yeah, like you can go from one side to the other. And honestly, no one's ever on it. We actually bumped into a moose. That was the only thing we bumped into. No cars.
There's a lot of nothing in it.
no
That's why I said
nothing.
we went in and out.
And then you just see a massive moose, and you're like, it's huge. It's the size of this room, like twice the size. We didn't know what to do. We parked the car because we were like,
No,
In shock.
a moose couldn't fit in here.
no way, it's huge.
Oh my
Not
god,
even-
that's
not even
really
a
big.
It's so scary. Like it's a horse times 2.
Moose are huge. Have you ever...
Let's Google a moose. Also an elk, because elk is what I used to bump into on my way to work every morning.
Smaller, right?
It's smaller, but they could probably fit in here, but their antlers are
I was gonna say,
so
so is that what
big.
makes them
Yeah.
so large and in charge?
And very large and in charge because I used to bike my work. I used to work at 6:30 in the morning, have to be there ready in like the landscaping zone. And at 5:30, these elk, it's called rutting season, so it's like the sexual season.
And
And
they're like getting it
they're
on.
getting it on in the street though. Like it's not like it's not a good time. I'm so scared of these things.
Oh my
So
God.
here's an actual photo of a guy standing next to a bull.
It's
So this,
So is that, wait, that thing, is that,
That's the
That's the
antlers.
antlers.
but like, is
It's honestly like this big. Like it's huge.
Those are massive. You can't really
It looks like
see
a
how big
crown.
they are.
It's basically like a crown. I can't believe people put these on their wall because
I
like
don't
one
want to,
staring at that.
Here's,
oh, okay,
nightmare.
wow.
Wow, that's a good one.
that looks like a stuffed one now. Like
And that looks like a
Yeah.
small one.
yeah,
Unless
that
he's
is
just
a
really
little one.
huge.
Well, it's on.
Oh my god, that
platform,
buffalo. We have buffaloes back in Banff now, and it is so badass.
too. Yeah, bison are huge. They are massive, and you can't fuck with them.
Okay.
They,
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's exactly.
my
we had to
fucking God.
like. That's another reason why I kind of left Banff, because you see all the people so close. We've had so many attacks of goats and.
People see this thing, they're like, oh, look, it's nice. I'm like, no, that thing will destroy
They'll
you.
fucking kill you. So
That
like, what
It
are
will
they
kill
doing?
you and your children.
What are they
and your
doing
children.
outside of the car?
Killed your children's children. That elk will put a curse on you when you take a picture of it.
Yeah. Elk are huge too.
Oh.
Here's like a weird
Yeah,
little
yeah.
size
So
of
that's
them.
perfect.
Okay,
That's,
so, like-
that's an elk.
That's
Elk
a
actually
man
have
elk,
longer
and the baby
antlers
ones.
Than
Okay.
the moose. Like theirs get a lot longer, but
Yeah,
the
like the
moose
like,
ones
more,
are like.
more pointy and
Yeah.
like more like a branch.
Yeah, and
Here-
they're
here's a.
thick.
Well, that's not a. What is that?
That's an elk.
This is a stag moose.
Well,
I don't know.
but
That's
seriously,
a weird picture.
that person looks so small.
Yeah, so there's moose, elk, caribou, deer. Caribou are pretty big too. They have big, thick furry
Yeah.
horns all the
Oh,
time.
but the babies are so cute.
Yeah.
Like they go up to you and like look at you. And the freaking furry nose. They have furry noses.
Here's
Oh, like
car, moose.
Yeah.
So,
If you hit a moose,
Yeah.
you'll
You're-
die.
yeah, you'll die. Your
Yeah.
car is gone. Everything.
and they didn't feel anything. They're just like
The moose
walk
will. The moose
away.
will just be like, why? And walk off.
Disturbed my day.
You just
peasant.
sprained my ankle.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
fucking peasants. They must think of us.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, where's that? Oh, but bison though. These things
Oh,
are.
I'm so happy they're back in Banff because it's been 150 years without. And we just, 2 years ago, we put in like baby calves to see how they would do. And now they're like full grown and we have like 120 elk maybe in Banff and
Here's
it's
a-
being repopulated.
Here's a size comparison.
It's insane how they're back in the park.
Oh, I can't even read that. That's so tiny. Why do they do that?
But the noises the animals make at night are so. I remember my first week there, I had nightmares because it's just like crying
Look
of babies
Look at the
and
size of that.
craziness.
That looks like something out of a movie.
There's lots
That's
of
where I
the old
live.
Cowboy and
These
Indian
things are like
movies.
20 minutes away of where I live.
But it's just so incredible.
Tell us about Australia animals now.
Oh,
They all are
gosh.
small, but they'll all kill you.
True. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, like a misconception when I was in the States and I went onto a cruise and we went down the Caribbean and there was these two guys over from America and they're like, so like, do you have koalas and kangaroos just in your backyard as pets? And I was like, I have to go to the zoo like everybody else to see one. I can see kangaroo, like you can see kangaroos more so, like when you're driving in certain places. But yeah, just like those, like you have to, if you're driving and you hit one, you can't stop and swerve, like you just have to keep on going.
Yeah.
So, but they will kill your car obviously, and you need to have like the bumper bars. Yeah. But koalas, like I can't remember the last time I saw one, and it was probably at a zoo or like a koala park. Yeah, lots of cockroaches, mosquitoes, spiders, but they're really not that big of a deal. Like everyone makes them out to be. I have like never seen like a snake in the
wild?
well, like I have, but it was when I was younger. Like, and there was a reserve at the back of my old house growing up. But it's you see videos on Facebook and people post them, and it's just like fucking clickbait. Like oh, like look at this. Like Australia has all these deadly animals. It's like, well, yeah, they're fucking living with like no houses and no one around them. Like, of course, they're living in the bush. They
Yeah.
have snakes and spiders. Like, it's not that intense.
I read one.
Open that door for a second.
Hey!
Shut the fuck up!
We're doing important business! But I saw this headline one time and it was like, obviously it was clickbait. It worked.
Yeah.
But it was, they found an underwater tarantula. Like it lives
Underwater
underwater. It lives underwater. It said like it hatches babies on the top and then lives in the rocks. maybe where there's like air pockets, but as soon as I saw that, I stopped
I'm
swimming.
calling bullshit. On
Nope, seriously.
Okay.
Underwater tarantula, Australia. I saw it on BBC on the animal tag. See, that's the exact photo I
This
freaking
is just
saw.
pictures of tarantulas.
No. Okay, type in Australia.
No.
No, I'm so serious. I'm not
A
crazy.
sea tarantula.
Yes, it has to be on like the BBC. Some Australian was like, "Hey,
Because
why
I know
you
there's
fucking- are you
there's
sure?
ones
no,
that
I'm
can
so for real."
Wait,
Are you sure it's not just like
No, I wasn't anything. Because I remember he was
Because
like,
I mean, yeah, there are spiders that build little bubbles and then they
"Oh
go
my god, I can't even look at that."
under, but
No, I'm so for real. Go type in Australia.
well, yeah.
I'll show you guys.
No, seriously, I swear on my life. Because I remember seeing it with this guy that stayed here because we wanted to play like BBC like weird facts because we both like that. And it was the most intense article I've ever read. I'm not
kind of
typing in
believe you.
Australia.
I don't completely believe you.
No, oh my gosh. I'm gonna pull up BBC right now. Siri.
So like
pull
these
up
are hunt-
BBC.
the kind
Oh
of
my
guys.
god.
and like you just see them around your house, but they're really friendly and they kill other bad spiders, so they're not actually bad for you at all.
Okay.
Looks
But
like a
they're
wolf
furry
spider.
and
It does
they're,
look like a wolf
they really like they scurry really fast.
They have this.
You
thing
just
in the
touched me like
States
that, I
called
just
blue
can't.
wolf
Yeah,
spider.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, a wolf spider, gross.
Yeah, and
Those
they're
are
similar.
cool. They're
Let's-
fast. They are so
Yeah.
fast. Those little guys.
I can't do tarantulas with spiders. I'm okay with. Kill all the mosquitoes. I don't care.
Like
Bye.
if you go to Southeast Asia and you can eat tarantulas. My friend did that.
Is that vegetarian?
It's an insect, sure.
Okay,
I do
know,
eat
it's
the
like-
grasshoppers here
Insects
sometimes.
don't have souls. You're okay.
Neither do gingers.
That's true.
Does that
You
mean
can
I can
eat
eat
ginger.
gingers?
No, like I don't know. That's like it's like a deep question.
That's for later on. That's for 2 a.m.
That's for
taco
another
nights
time.
again.
Yeah.
We had the best
Oh.
like chat during tacos and palapas. No one was there. The one vendor was there. He was
Luckily.
listening to her whole life chat about do I go, do I not? Obviously I did not.
And choose happiness always. Yay.
Yeah, Cindy Champiñones.
The
Yes.
You can do it. Formulate those words.
well, we were just. It was before the tarantulas. It got me. Shut up.
Yeah, the tarantulas really got me there.
No, I was trying to. I was gonna say something before that.
We're talking about bears, Canada. No.
Bears.
No.
Bears are monsters.
No, I've been encountered with a bunch of bears and they're
But they're
very
just-
sweet.
Yeah.
They smell you from so far away, like they choose to
They're
ignore
just
you. Like
beautiful.
I know this bitch is there walking, and I'm just gonna be over here. As long as you don't go near a baby cub, you're totally fine.
And
how
that's
to-
with most animals. Like they only do it like for a threat.
It's even with humans.
Yeah, like of course, if someone came into your home, like wouldn't you react? Like, come on, like you're in their space. Like that's where they are every day, and like all of a sudden there's this person that they don't recognize. I don't know.
Mateus always messages me whenever I'm in the middle of doing this.
Oh my God, what
You
did he
got
say?
muted, Mateus. He says he's watching right now.
Ah!
Well, he was watching. I don't know if he.
Oh,
Aw.
stop it!
Sorry.
Stop it!
See you later.
No, he's not. He stopped.
What? Okay.
But that's all right. People can watch later.
Okay.
No, bears. You don't have bears. We've got bears. You don't know.
No, like I wish we had bears.
You
I
don't
wish we
know
had all
about
of these
bears.
animals. Like I feel like we're missing out on all
No.
these glorious animals.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't really have like any.
Like,
I mean, the
large-
biggest.
Like we have
animal-
buffalo.
Yeah, but those are imported over.
All that we have.
Don't you
like,
have giraffes
oh,
too?
no. Oh, like at the zoo.
Okay.
Shit.
Giraffes.
Man.
Those are from Africa.
All like most of our animals are like, you know, horses and buffalo, and they're all imported. And now they're like, oh, it just bothers me. Like they try to cull them. I'm like, you fucking brought them here. Like sort your shit out. Like they didn't do anything. Let them be wild. Like I love a Brumby.
What?
A Brumby. It's a wild horse.
Oh, that's Brumby. I like that name.
Mandalay. That's not even a thing. Keep
That's not like that's not.
sorry. I'm working while I'm doing it.
Cheval. That's in French, a horse. I was trying to think of that earlier.
But like when you're talking about a wild horse, do you just say wild horse, or is there a name?
No, just a wild horse.
Okay, cool.
You'd be, no, just like, what do you call a cow? wild cow.
Oh, like you don't have wild cows. They're all like
Actually-
really pretty stationary.
True, but in Ottawa, I remember just driving by some random suburb, and all of a sudden, like in a school, open field, like I swear to God, a school was on the other side of this field. Cows were inside this like playground.
Yeah, like they move, they graze.
But
and-
this is in a suburb.
Yeah, like someone's like farming them. Someone is like has a.
It was like having cows at Palapas. Like, where the fuck did they come from? Seriously. And they're like just always been there apparently, and they're just like the cows like near Canada. That's what they're called, cows of Canada.
Canada, like as in like
It
just sounds
Canada.
like
It sounds like,
it sounds like
Canada, but
like someone can't
Canada.
say Canada, so they're saying
But there's
Canada.
wild cows like in the back of the schoolyard. It's so weird. I always pass by like, what the? How did they even get there?
Mm.
There's like a power line station across the road, and there's wild cows on the other side.
We have back in the city where I used to live, Austin. There's a bunch of cows there.
So weird.
Yeah,
Cows
but
are
Well, like
weird.
there's a lot of cows because like
this
with
is
the
a little bit
emissions
different.
and
I'll
everything,
show
like
you.
they're really
I'll
fucking
show
up
you.
our
I'll show you.
environment.
There's
yeah,
also
and yet
there's
I'm
also-
I'm like
Yeah.
not a vegetarian. I'm like, do I like how can I say that I care about animals when
yeah,
in
except
the
that
environment
this
when
is
I can't stop eating meat? Like I can lesser it, but like it's not. It's,
You can also reduce and recycle.
yeah, of course, but like it's just like a what is it like a band-aid for a bullet wound? Like it's like we really need to like the
these
whole
are
world
the
needs to like drastically.
these,
Seriously,
these
yeah.
are the cows that we have in Austin.
What? Oh, those are fake.
They're
Oh my
just-
God.
Yeah, of course they are. They're fucking
I
colorful.
was like, you painted them, you sicko.
They're like all over the city.
That's
and
cute.
There's like different ones everywhere, and then we also have gorillas too.
I like that.
I'll show you the gorillas.
So
Do
like
you
you
know-
were joking, like you were just trying to get a rise out
These
of
are
us.
cows.
Yes, and
The gorilla is the strongest animal that is vegan, unless it's a savage one and wants to eat other monkeys. But usually they're vegan.
they're very intelligent.
Mhm.
That's where we came
Wow,
from.
that is
so-
not what I'm looking for at all.
It's like a motherfucking monkey.
Uh,
Speaking of gorillas,
Or like let's talk about orangutans and how we should reduce our palm oil because
No,
here
we're-
everything has palm oil.
why are they not showing
what's
us?
wrong with palm oil?
What?
I was still gonna talk about the monkey that got shot in the zoo.
Wait,
What's
what
his
was
What,
name?
Harambe?
Harambe, that's his name.
Yeah.
Did you say like
See,
what's wrong
these,
with palm oil?
there's
I
like
don't know
all of
palm
these
oil.
around Austin.
Oh,
Ugh.
like fucking snap! Like
I am
Dude.
Canada and sheltered, like from this small town.
no, like and everybody is like it's only because of I guess like my ex housemate. She's very into orangutans and she's very into palm oil, and they're pretty much becoming extinct because of the fields that they're using to create palm oil. And it won't say palm oil like when you buy chips. It will say like vegetable gum, vegetable oil, and
Vegetable gum?
mhm.
Okay, keep going.
I don't know what this is either.
And you just need to boycott palm oil because
Boycott palm oil.
there's also an app.
Hashtag boycott palm
No,
oil.
but like there's an app you can use to scan barcodes to know if there's palm oil in a product.
Whoa.
It's very important. Very
She's
important.
pulling
yeah.
this up. That's intense. I did not know. I just know that oat milk is the best milk you could have to reduce water. Because all milk has to be cleaned with water, but oat milk uses the less. Uses
Oat
less?
milk?
Oat or like oak?
Oat.
Oat.
Oat,
Okay.
like in your
You
cereal.
know you can't get milk from oats.
Yes,
right?
you can. Somehow they make it, and it's the best.
It doesn't have mammary glands.
If I am going
What's
to do
scientific
this.
about it?
No, seriously,
I
there is
feel like I
such
wish
thing
I was
as
more
oats.
informed.
Oat milk.
Like I just know
Oat
that it's
milk.
bad and I feel like there's a
It's
lot
like
of
that almond
information.
milk and the soy milk. I'm like,
But they
those
use
things
a
don't
lot
have
of
oats.
water.
You
They
can't
use
get
a
milk
lot
from
of water for that.
Yeah.
But oat is the best. Besides,
I'm digressing a little bit. Because I want you to tell me, okay, how many liters of water do you think it takes to make one cotton t-shirt?
One cotton
17.
t-shirt.
Okay,
2.
2,700 liters of water from like the growth of the cotton to like everything involved. It takes
Well, you
That's a
kinda-
lot.
2,700 liters of water
you
to make
kinda
one
need-
t-shirt.
You kind of need underwear.
it
and
makes me want to
t-shirts,
rip this
though.
off.
I know, but like
Well,
It's
see,
about
that we're back
having-
in the day where we would just kill the animals.
no, like it's not about not
Just-
having them. But we could do that, but it's not about not
Because
having them. It's
it's-
just like realizing that you can wear like the same shirt again and again and again. I don't
True.
have to buy
A million
Tickle in my throat.
You're,
Girl, I've been drinking this gin. Get it away.
Yeah, so palm oil is very bad. It's very bad. I feel like this is just like not the time for the information, but it's very bad.
Okay.
Like it's very bad.
She almost handed me a pamphlet. Like, I looked at her panic in my eyes. I can't read.
would you like to sign up to learn more?
Is that what I was doing? Like selling?
Pretty much.
Like the people,
Sign up. Actually,
religious people that come to your door?
I signed up for something like that one time. I was pretty intoxicated, and something showed up in my timeline like "Save the Bees," and I wrote this most compelling thing of my life, like so powerful message. Sent it off, and I was drunk. Woke up the next morning with tons of messages like, "We want you to speak." That was so beautiful. It was about saving the bees. Like, don't put like the spray on them. I don't even know what I said. I couldn't check what I said, but I was like, "I'm so sorry." Like,
You just said that instant Facebook rage.
seriously,
Like
I was
you went
like I went
viral?
so hard. Like they were messaging me like, "You should come. Like we're in the States. Like you're so close." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa." I love the
Everybody
bees,
gets
but I was
outraged
drunk.
for 5 minutes on.
But the bees are so
Facebook.
important.
No. It was so
yes.
important. Like
Yeah.
I felt
Scientifically, yes.
definitely felt what I wanted to say, but I did
Is
not
that
want
what
to
basing
speak.
everything on, like science?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
I was
yeah,
just
no,
embarrassed
go for
because
it.
I was drunk. Like I love the bees, which I still do, but I didn't want to get to the conference
What was
and then
that
like.
accent?
The last thing that I learned about bees and pollinization, so like that is a lot of the farmers in Mexico, especially like the vanilla farmers, because you know there's everywhere you go they're selling vanilla everywhere here.
Seriously, though.
They don't really have bees anymore, so all of their vanilla plants and everything like that, they're all hand pollinated.
Oh.
They pollinate all of the plants themselves because there's no more bees.
That's really sad.
It's
I watched a movie like that last night. And
was it called a
like-
bee movie?
There's a number 2 coming out.
Oh my
But it's called like OI.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I watched that on Netflix.
That was insane. It was basically about, like,
Hashtag Netflix, give me free stuff for saying Netflix.
hashtag Netflix put on the UK or
Oh, hashtag Netflix Australia, get your shit together. Like fucking so shit.
Hashtag Netflix Mexico, why do you suck?
Well,
hashtag
sure,
where's
it's
the
like
office?
Australia, like,
Hashtag
US
Canada.
has the best. Yeah.
Yeah, US has the best Netflix because it has
Seriously.
everything.
Yeah, well, like they
They
get the
just
rights
took
to
off The
everything.
Office. The Office.
Mm.
I'm obsessed with it. No.
I just haven't started it. Like I haven't seen it.
Steve Carell, I'm
I
so
mean-
sorry.
No, he's really good. I would start that at some point in my life.
All right, at this is the point where I like to take a break because
Yeah, I need to go blow my nose.
I honestly
Yeah.
want a cigarette. I don't even smoke.
Okay, let's have one.
And then we
But
need
we
more
can't
coffee.
share, can we? Because of
Matthias, I'm
We-
so sorry if you're listening.
We will.
You can listen to Elks Crying.
Elks crying. Yeah.
Seriously,
I
do
should just
it
put
though.
on whale sounds.
No,
or
Elks
something.
Crying is way worse. It's so good.
No, they're so loud.
I remember the first time I heard an elk cry, I actually
was it
called.
heartbreaking?
This is what.
Have you ever heard?
No.
So no, I'm not saying like it's crying, like as in like it's shouting, like an elk shout.
Like
Yeah,
it's
they
like
go,
wailing, like it's like
Yeah.
suffering.
It sounds like a baby crying.
Nope, that's not what I
But
wanted to
dying.
do. Go back.
But do you think it's like
Dying.
to lose someone? Like is it?
No, it's just saying like
No,
hi.
it's just.
no, that was so shit. It's even higher. No.
That's fucking amazing.
I'm
You
sorry.
guys are destroying the sound quality.
At least I'm not
Glad that
valid.
you have us here. Are we
Is
gonna
this
be the
elk
most
crying?
popular?
Molly
Oh,
was
this is not-
destroying my microphone last night.
Her laugh is like my crack. I love it so much. I can hear her laughing from across the road
Yeah,
of the
no,
hostel and
pretty good.
still get smiling like
All right, we will be.
back.
She's huge. Fucking.
Everything is better now.
There she goes again. I'm trying to find an ears to like listen, but I'm getting noses. Why?
Ears, no, but it's, you put in ears.
Yes, I get like these ears, but like eyes, like.
Oh, there's
Oh, where's an actual ear? I want like an ear.
like that.
This is perfect. Boom.
There you go.
Boom.
You with your crazy Instagram stuff.
Are we on live right now?
Yeah.
Follow mdog96 to capture all of Cabe's craziness live. Not live, but on my story. 24/7. Of crazy shit.
I hate the fact that Facebook and Instagram are intertwined, so I can't. I keep saying that my email address for the stream is being used on Instagram, but it's not.
I hate that. Some people try to like
It
always
makes no
crack
sense.
into my Instagram. And it's like good luck spelling my password because I spelled it wrong the first time, so that's why.
Oh, it's weird.
Well, life is weird, and so am I.
Technology. It is both the best thing and the worst thing to happen to us.
Mhm.
Right? Like, it's so amazing, but yeah, it's like.
Name one thing you could change. Like, not like global warming or, like, obviously we all want to change that, but one thing we could totally go without. Mine, I think, would be credit cards. Without having a credit card, like, if you had to book with
You
something
mean credit
else.
in general?
Like a credit card,
Okay, you know
like a key card, like you can.
I'm gonna
a
say, like,
credit
just
card.
plastic money. Like, fake currency. Like, if only we had just money, that's it. Like, no
Physical.
cards. Yeah.
Like,
So,
so
there would
basically
be
getting
no,
rid
like,
of credit
the bank,
altogether.
because then like when you store your money, like you just have whatever you have on you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, like, at your house,
No,
under
you
your
can still use banks.
sofa.
There were times whenever banks only dealt with the money
Yeah,
that
I
you
miss
had.
that
Yeah.
because people spend so much money like me. I have 2 credit cards. Why? Because I'm a girl. But like sometimes it gives so much stress, and like that's one thing I would want away. No cards, no plastic money, everything in your hand. What about you? It doesn't have to be so real.
Philosophical.
It could be just like I don't want.
Credit is pretty crazy. That is a good one to say we could do away with in the world. It's
Yeah,
pretty good.
make people a little more happier without debt.
Like I can't say like I don't have a credit card, because like I have cards, but like nothing's credit, so it's not like I'm paying for something that I have to pay back later. That's fucking dangerous. Like I'm not going there.
I have 2.
Not only that, you're paying more for what you paid for.
Exactly. It's like
With
if I
the
can't
interest.
afford it, then like maybe I shouldn't buy it. Like living out of my means is like a big thing, which I do often, but like living outside of your means is like it's just like a trap. Like you're constantly going to be.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is a hole that you just dig yourself deeper in and can't really get out of.
Yeah.
Because everything in life is dependent upon that stupid fake number called a credit score.
I know. Why can't we just trade goats like we used to?
Like having was it like a dowry, like when you get married, like let's just like these are my goats and this is like
If
what
you
I'm
marry
gonna
my
do.
daughter, I will give you 2 goats and
Goats,
3
yeah.
pigs.
I hope we're offering to marry my daughter. It's not okay. You want to marry her? Give me your goats. Here's
No.
my daughter. Here's my goats and my daughter.
Fucking take her. Like,
Take the goats. Take the daughter. Get my credit away from me.
I was walking around in there's one thing I would get rid of. Jewelry stores.
Okay.
Jewelry is stupid. It's people waste so much money on just wearing something shiny on themselves when they
Yeah.
can just make it themselves. Like this, super simple. You can
These
make
are my
it-
grandma's.
You
so
don't need these
great.
giant jewelry stores.
No, like all that bling and the diamonds.
Pandora.
And shiny. and-
Overrated.
Oh, like
I have friends who cry over the new Pandora things. I'm like,
yeah, that's like my sister. Like she's just like
Yeah.
Pandora. I'm like, oh.
just give me a rope,
No.
tie it around my wrist, and I'm happy.
Exactly. I mean, this is Pandora, but the only thing that I wear because it's black and it's like fine.
That's exactly what I was gonna bring up. The rope
Mhm.
of Pandora's.
Yeah, that's like the
Cutest.
only thing. Yeah.
Um,
Oh, what is so funny?
what was I saying though?
Yeah, fucking snap.
I forgot now. You guys made me forget because you guys
Is
are
it because we're so
constantly talking.
lovely?
No, it's because you guys keep talking whenever I'm thinking.
Okay. I'll stop talking.
Just tell us
No,
your
it's
favorite
fine.
people that you've ever had here. just
My
Listen.
favorite people that I've ever met here.
no, like on your
I was
show?
gonna say.
Oh, on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was gonna,
that's
let's
right.
answer both. Answer both. I've been here for 3 years, so I'm ready for this answer. 3 years on and off. I'm not some freak that just stays in one spot for 3 years. That's a lot.
No,
Favorite
it's like
people
live and immerse yourself in one
that
place,
I've
like,
met
yeah.
in the hostel. That's what you're talking about.
Yes. Could I consider myself a senior? I think I've been here longer than you. My first
You
time
said
I was here
6
before
years.
you. Okay, in Cancun.
Well, I've been in Cancun for 6 years.
I remember the day that Matt came from the bookstore, and he was so quiet. I seriously remember this day like it was yesterday, because I was doing my cash out, probably pissed drunk, because everyone was laughing at me. I could never do numbers, not my thing, ever.
Yeah.
And I remember Yves and Dan and Alex were saying random numbers when I'm saying numbers, and all I remember is you coming through the front door, obviously, with a coffee, going, nah, just like laughing at everyone, like, nah, like laughing at me. And I was like, oh, he's gonna fit in great. He has a coffee already, making fun of me. He fits
So what do
in.
you mean, like from the bookshop?
He used to work in a bookstore.
Oh, like
He used to work 24/7, still does. From the bookstore, come work the nights, and then probably work the bookstore in the morning.
Yeah.
From the night shifts.
and that was like your first job here, like.
No,
Like
that
in-
was
in
just
the
what I was
hostel.
doing. I was just bored, and so I was working at a little bookstore around the corner that some diving friends that I know own, and so I
Oh,
would
that's
just
such that. Do you dive?
Big diver.
anyways, they owned it, and they were like, hey, you can come help out. So I went and helped out, and it was all right. It was relaxing. I didn't have to deal with too many people. The people that come in, they're quiet because it's a bookstore.
It's a bookstore, yeah.
And then at nights I would come over here and work all night long, and then go back home to sleep for a couple hours, and then go back to work at the bookstore. And I mean, there's not much.
I was
to do
convinced
after
Tim
that.
and David never slept. Ever.
No.
Ever. Sometimes
Have
David
I-
in the hammock.
Like, have I met David? I don't haven't met
No,
him.
you haven't.
No, he's away.
Yeah, he's in Europe right now.
When will he be back?
In a couple weeks. Well, I'm saying in a couple weeks. Who
I
knows?
was gonna say something, but
What were you gonna say?
Who knows when?
I was gonna say who fucking knows.
But I guess he leaves me in charge because I don't let
Also-
the place burn down.
Literally.
And
Wait.
I kill people who fuck with the place.
Oh, the machete story.
Oh no, that was not.
That
good.
wasn't here, but he is the protector. He's the
He is,
muscle.
like, no,
There's
like
no muscle
when
here.
when I first arrived, and we were seeing a reception, and you're just like this tough guy, like you were just like fucking intimidating me. And I was just like, oh, it's fine, like I'm a fucking people pleaser, like I'll fucking like get you to like me. And then you didn't. That day you said to me like, oh, I like you already, new girl, and I was like, yeah, fucking A, like fucking.
Yeah.
But like
see,
it was just like the tough thing, but you have to be right because you need to know that there's someone here that's not gonna like.
that's
shit
the thing
just
is
go
we
to, like-
hire people that are nice, so I don't have to be nice,
Yeah,
which
Fair.
is great.
But it's
so
like
I hire
your
people that are
presence is like,
super
yeah.
outgoing and stuff like that. That way I can just be like, oh, stop talking to me. Like, there's all these people there that you can go talk to.
but it's important for people to know that there's someone there that will fuck their shit up if they do something wrong.
Since I have been here, since I started here, I feel like I'm the only adult that has ever worked here.
What?
No, I'm not an adult. Are you
No,
kidding
I'm
me?
not.
I used to be so fucked up doing my cash outs. Like, don't even remember. I remember. No, we're not going there.
No, let's go there.
He's definitely the guy.
I would consider myself the most responsible person.
Sorry. Yes, I agree.
I agree.
I had to think about it. I had to think
It's
about
only
it.
been 2 days, but I agree.
Because even, like, I love David to death, but, like, sometimes we get, like, he thinks somehow, like, I think, and you want to do something right away. Like, you're so spontaneous. You have an idea? You're doing it. You're at the store. You're buying it.
Yeah,
You?
he is off the cuff.
But for real, though, like,
Yeah.
he's, like, he's the angel and David's the devil. And
Okay.
together they do the
It's
balance.
like the perfect balance. Yeah, you need that.
Aww.
Yeah, because David.
I want to meet him. He's not going to be here by
I
the
love you,
time I
David,
leave.
but you do crazy shit,
We love you.
and it frustrates me, and I frustrate you. But
Isn't that how life works? We
Yeah.
frustrate each other, especially in a family.
You know how most people will have yes men around them all the time? They're like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's great. No, I feel like my job is to say, no, that's a terrible fucking idea all the time. He still does what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
That's
It's
what
his
makes
place.
us so
He can do
unique.
whatever he wants. And then I have to deal with it afterwards.
The speakers.
Yeah, everything.
The
But
speakers?
just
You know the speakers?
Yeah, but like, what about the speakers?
he just out of the blue went and bought super loud
Like
speakers.
the
and,
biggest speakers I've ever seen.
Well, they're not the biggest.
Pretty
but-
big.
It's just like, it's big for like, it's a small space.
It's ways more
But he
than
just
me.
went out and did it, and then
The next day they were set up to the 9.
yeah,
But, like,
but
it's,
he
like,
just
good,
went out
right?
and
Like,
did it,
that's,
and threw it, and I had to
creates
go
the
deal
vibe.
with it afterwards.
It creates the vibe.
And
Yeah,
they were
help me out if you're
terrible,
like, fuck.
and I don't know, they're still kind of messed up. I tried to make it better,
Life's
but
good.
eventually we'll have like real sound system here, which will be really. But
Everything is a work in progress and everything.
everything is
wonderful.
always work in progress.
Even yourself, listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Don't put
Fucking
yourself
work
down.
on yourself. If you don't love yourself, then
Come
no one
here.
can love you.
And we will love you for
And then
it.
you can't love anybody. Like, it's like, you need to love thyself.
But that's why we travel, right?
Fucking snap.
True.
So we can learn more about ourselves.
Yeah, and like,
That's
that's who you are, like, evolves and changes. Like, you're not gonna just like find out who you are. Like, it's gonna change all of the time. You just have to be okay with it.
How many hostels have you stayed in?
Not a lot to be honest.
Yes,
When I travel by myself, I will always stay in a hostel. But usually I'm like traveling with someone or like especially no offense to my girlfriends, but they're very luxurious bitches and they
Yeah.
love to stay in the
Mhm.
all inclusive life, like and it's so hard for me to get them out of the cycle of all inclusive, which kind of sucks. But I like doing the hostel thing by myself because I get to choose who I talk to, even though I talk to everyone always. But it's like you find your cliques and like
Yeah.
who you really connect with, which is really nice. Because if I'm with like 5 girlfriends who are just like trying
You
to
kind of have to take
party,
care of them. And it's like, are you okay? Like, is this okay? Like, oh, this is like, you know, this just you just want to be free and to not feel like you're stressed out because they're not getting what they want.
I like to compare hostels as like being a I just had the phrase in my head, but like come and leave whenever you want type of summer camp for adults.
yeah.
And you're just gonna meet like amazing people. Whereas like if you're staying in the hotel zone, like you probably wouldn't meet anybody.
No.
Like very far and few
You're
between.
so sheeped.
Mhm.
But here it is like a summer camp. Like there's activities to do, but like you have the choice to do it.
Yeah.
And which is really cool.
There's even people doing arts and crafts all the time. It's kind of funny.
Yeah. Legalized or not legal. You're still doing them. But you said compare, so I'm like just thinking because I was gonna go to Escondido.
Mhm.
That's a very luxurious hostel, so it's not like this homey vibe where like everyone's kind of together, they're drinking together, they're eating together. There it's like you kind of have your space. It's cook your own dinner. It's not really like let's have a coffee together. It's I'm cooking dinner at the same time you are.
Yeah, no,
we
like
might as
this-
well
like,
eat together.
The vibe of this place is very cool because it has that like hostels that I stayed at. You bring your own food and you make your food. You don't really you do like you speak to a few people, but it's not like this where it's like it's a
Yeah.
community and like everyone is
You're like
together.
forced to have
Yeah,
breakfast together. You have the crazy stories
That-
of last night.
That is one thing that I have liked that's changed here because before we used to have it to where just anybody would cook whenever they want and do whatever they want.
Yeah, that's right.
And yeah, everybody was all doing it at different times. Nobody would be together. It's like now the way that we have it, and there's a lot of other hostels that offer dinner or breakfast or whatever. It's to get people together to chat and hang out and stuff like that if they're all doing it at the same time instead of cycling
Mhm.
through. But yeah, there are. You said the other one's like super fan, kind of like Selena type.
Yeah, it's definitely like that.
Selena to me doesn't feel like a hostel.
I was there for the first time, like so
Where's
out of my
Selena?
comfort zone. It's just down the road, but it's
But
like
they're everywhere throughout the world.
yeah,
Oh, like so it's a franchise.
yeah,
So
it's a
Yeah.
franchise,
It's
and
already
you can
feeling
really
less like
feel
hostel because
franchise.
It's franchise, yeah.
And
really
it's
feel
like going to like a chain of hotels. You know, like the same thing over there. It's super fancy, super chic, super nice, but it feels like it's missing that quality of getting to know
Yeah.
everybody.
Yeah. Like when you go into the bar or like reception.
It's very corporate.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say.
It feels like a business.
Yeah.
You're
it
checking
feels
into a hostel.
It's not what hostels are.
No.
It is a hostel. They have dorm rooms and stuff like that, but it's not. I don't know how to explain
It's like people that
I'm
work
sorry,
at the
Selena.
hostel thing.
You guys are our friends.
Beautiful
It's beautiful,
places.
and some people like that.
But like it's as if like you want to do the hostel thing, but you're just a little bit ambivalent,
I-
and you're gonna choose something a little bit more
I
fancy.
think it needs its
just to
own
feel safe.
category.
Yeah.
It's
It
not,
does.
Yeah.
Selena is its own thing. Like it is its own thing because it's like McDonald's. You can't compare to McDonald's to anything like Wednesdays.
I'm gonna look it
Seriously, but
up.
because I was there for the first time ever, like so shocked. Like the only common place was the pool, and at the same time, like you see
the
these
pool
girls.
bar area.
Yeah, like literally, I love myself, but like these Instagram models, like just there, like it's
Oh,
the
okay.
Instagram, like for showing, you know.
Yeah,
Here
that
it's like
that looks like a resort.
Yeah, it is. It's more. It's
so
like a resort
resort.
hostel. There you
Yeah.
go.
Us, it's like obviously it's street because it's street
Like-
art. You have the real local artists coming in. You have even just locals coming into the bar, which is nice because sometimes.
Yeah, you don't have to show me. I've seen it.
But like that's just like that's a resort
Yeah,
room. Like,
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
It's.
our private rooms are really nice as well, but like
They have
hey,
like
chill.
a whole entire room for like offices. Like
Oh yeah,
so,
like that's like.
where people can go and work. And
Why are you working anyways if you're on vacation?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people that do that. They work from home, but I mean,
is
most of those
blogging.
people are still interacting with people too. Because we've had
True.
people sitting here at night or in the morning just
Totally.
doing their work, but at the same time, they're still participating with people. But they have like this whole you need to be quiet in
Yeah.
this room. It's completely set up just so you can plug in and
Literally
do
just
work
get
stuff.
plugged in.
It's like
Get
it's like an
plugged.
office.
You're like
Yeah.
stuck in
You know,
line.
like all those hotels have like those little office,
Areas
yeah, those
where,
little
like, yeah,
office
yeah.
rooms or whatever where you can go and do your stuff.
But that's like in Europe, right? Like the hostels aren't cheap. They're not really hostels at this point because it's such a common thing to backpack and do the hostel thing. But because it's so popular, they're basically not hostels. Like they
I know.
are expensive and they like are very very cute and they have like different vibes and like they're just a lot more. What's the word? Mainstream.
Yeah.
I was gonna say amenities
Yes.
because
Yeah,
like in
yeah.
a hostel, I love how it's kind of like serve yourself, but we're still here for you. We can help you in every single way, but we're not gonna go fold your laundry for you. We're not gonna like help, like give you the helping hand. We're gonna help you find your way, but we're not going to push you off the ledge. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like Selena
it's your
is.
journey. Like yeah,
Yeah.
it's no cuddling. It's not like
You-
yeah, it's not comfortable. Like it's comfortable, but it's like not
Too
like
comfortable.
it's not like comfortable where you feel like you're
You stayed
being
in
taken
hostels.
care of.
You stayed in hostels
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
besides this one here.
Yeah,
other
like
places?
in New Zealand and in the States. So my sister and I did that like for one night, but it really they weren't like the full experiences that I would expect. The one in New Zealand was like very nice and
I've said this before. Hostels are not really a thing in the States.
Neither in Canada.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
only full women.
I think
Hostels,
it
it's so weird.
originated as like a European type thing, and then it
yeah,
just
like
kind of
that
picked
was
up
the vibe, right?
throughout the rest of the world. Like just for a regular, like any areas where people normally backpack through.
Mhm.
Because whenever I was a kid, never even heard of it before. And the only, like I said before, the only place I've ever seen hostels in the States are near ski areas.
Mhm.
So like where you have, big winter sports areas, then they'll have like little
Yeah,
hostels
yeah.
around there because skiing is
It needs
expensive, and people need like a little cheap place to stay. But yeah, it's not really that big of a thing in the States.
No, neither in Canada. When I came back from Mexico for the first time, I wanted to research hostels in Canada, and there's so little. Maybe
Yeah.
like in the snow seasons and all that stuff, but like in cities, no
But
way.
you'd think there would be more in Canada because of like just like the way that it is. Like you're going there to I guess it's kind of for people that are like more adventurous, but also for people that like aren't expecting to spend too much time where they're staying. Like you want to go out like and get more
Yeah.
out of your trip. It's just like literally there for a bed.
That's true.
You know, like
But also,
Yeah.
Canada's not adventurous. Like, you think of Canada and you think of polite, I'm sorry, and A. Like, no, like,
no,
I don't
like,
know
yeah,
what
I
you think
get
of
that,
Canada.
but like they have like it's like very adventurous in terms of like you go there to do extreme things.
What did you read that off of?
No, but like don't you like you go there to do like you know
Hostels
all
or-
this snow like
Oh, Canada.
Canada, yeah. Like don't you like you go there to do like extreme sports and you go there to do like I feel like
Possibly.
no.
For me, I see Canada like a grandma. Like, we are here to comfort you with a big hug of politeness and snow. Like, I don't see Canada anything else other than that.
To me, Canada is if you love nature.
Yeah,
It's a
like,
place to
yeah,
go.
it's
If you just
really, like-
big scenic vistas and
it's not, for me, it's
wildlife.
not adventure.
and-
It's not like coming.
And yeah, nice people, like
Wonderful-ish people.
wonderful-ish.
People like
And
you
then
get.
Every place
But-
has its asshole, so you have to put that ish.
But do you feel like it's because you live there and that was your home that you don't see like potential? of, like, what it-
Possibly, but
what
I'm
it
thinking
is?
like every person I've talked to, doesn't matter where, it's either they know the coast, East Coast or West Coast, because the middle of Canada is pretty irrelevant.
Yeah.
it's the same as
The
the,
States.
The
middle of
Midwest.
the,
Literally,
the middle of the
like-
of Australia.
Oh yeah, like yeah, very
Yeah.
relevant.
Yeah.
It's lots of nature, but nobody lives out there just because it's too fucking hard to live out there.
Mhm.
There's a place where they say if your dog ran away from your house, you could see it running away for 3 days because it's so flat.
Oh yeah, like I get that. Like
What?
our
Like-
nature is like it's like our environment is very flat. And when I see things that aren't flat, I'm like, oh my god, like where is that? Because literally it's fucking flat. And then when I went into LA the other day, like the most, like I've been there before, but I was like completely shocked at how flat it is. And then there were just like these hills in the distance.
Would you say in LA?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then LA is like so like the city like it's just so flat like beyond flat like
Well,
nothing.
there are
And then
parts of
in the
it
back,
like outside of LA, like
Yeah, like-
Orange County, all those that
Yeah, like, for
those
sure.
are like little hilly areas, or even in the hills.
But you can see
Which is
like
what
the
they call
hills.
hill.
Yeah, the hills. Did you
Yeah.
watch that?
Yes.
Matt?
Of course, who doesn't?
Me.
Like-
Never
But-
seen the hill.
Wait, what?
Gossip
just
Girl
like-
girl.
Oh yeah, me too. But like
No, it is like they built LA like inside of a bowl. Well, a half of a bowl.
like you can
like
see
it's-
the mountains and you can see
it's-
the hills and it's amazing.
It's
and then
protected
flat.
from the east side, from the mountainy, and then the rest is just flat and ocean. That's it.
Oh, we were like really getting into our hip hop before. Like pretty much we're like
Yeah,
Part of
you
gangs now.
heard us in the bar. Gangsta vibes
like
today.
just fucking getting down with the get down.
Get down.
You know?
You're getting down when you get down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I was gonna start singing a song, being like, you know the song. I was trying to sing a song earlier, and it's like, to give it to the hip hop.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. that's
But what
amazing.
song is that?
That's
Hip hop?
But that's
Dead President's hip hop.
Where were you 2 hours ago?
yeah. Like why didn't you like come and hang out with us?
Seriously?
I am a thug. I am from the streets. I know the hip hop.
He
Is
fights with
that-
machetes. The streets of Cancun downtown. If you graffiti our bathroom, we will fuck you up.
Oh my god, I feel like me and that girl bonded just because I was just like being really like
Don't bond with her, because I bonded with her too, and she fucked us over, and I was like,
yeah, no, I just
Now
like,
she's like waving at me, and I'm like, it's not her.
Every
know,
time I walk by,
like I'm
she just goes.
cautious. Yeah, like I'm very cautious. I know that, but like yeah, like I just like
We're girls. We just bond with everyone.
yeah
We
yeah.
bonded over tacos.
Well, this
We
is
did.
Mexico. You have to bond over tacos.
Yes, but
I'm
it was
basically
like
gonna return
3
it as a
a.m.
taco, and
And be eaten by me.
what?
I eat tacos. That's what
Yeah, like but like still
She
like
doesn't
that,
go that
like just before when you said to Flora and you're like stop touching my pussy, and I was like, and Flora's like what? And I was like okay, sweetie.
is-
Like,
Oh my god.
People who don't speak English as their first language, just that makes that joke so much better. 'cause
I know.
They really don't
I'd
yeah,
understand.
it's
say
like,
that's
like,
just
it's like
like
lost in
Matthias all the
translation.
time.
Yeah.
Have you ever dated someone that wasn't their native language of English?
No.
No. What
Yeah.
about you?
A couple times.
Me too. It's difficult, but it's also like
Fun.
because you can teach them like really
I've known
weird
2
shit.
of yours.
2
Who?
in this time.
Alex, and
Okay.
and this little.
I
So
swear,
one is
Cabe.
French, one is Brazilian.
But for the record, like the way I feel about Mateus is nothing like I felt with Alex.
Oh, so fuck Mateus?
Yeah,
No,
because the way that you
no.
said that was like, the way that you felt about taste was nothing compared to how you feel about.
Yeah, like Mateus is like way like.
Yeah, we knew what you were trying to say, but you didn't say it correctly.
Shit! That was the other way.
So that nobody gets their feelings hurt, she likes both.
No! Like the way that they are together, like I'm really, truly missing my partner, like completely, and it's so wonderful.
I don't know.
Like it's just so lovely. Look at this photo that I took of them
Emotion.
today.
I was just gonna say this
To
one.
who?
Of them.
See,
You might think like, oh, like it's bad that she's like sitting on the bar, but like, how cute are they?
I mean, my hair looks really cute today.
give it a couple more weeks and they'll be fighting all the time.
Yeah, but like fighting
I
is
don't
good.
think
It's
so.
natural. Fighting is good. It's natural. It's like
I'm an optimistic cynic.
okay, so you're just like a walking contradiction. Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, so am I. Who the fuck is it?
Everything's possible until it turns to shit.
Yeah, but like it's how you handle like it going through shit that like shapes you and whatever it is that
I'm
you're
just gonna
going.
keep on trying goodness.
Right.
So I can ignore this question.
Ignore
Everything
the
is gonna
question.
be great.
No, it is going to be because like you're gonna
No,
work
it's
on
fine.
it and you're gonna be like good and you're gonna like get like
I'm gonna
prioritize
go
like
to
being good.
Brazil and be his novia.
I don't know if
Well,
you're
like-
Novia's in
like a
Brazil.
white bitch, like
Because it's they speak
Portuguese.
Portuguese.
I
I
know.
don't think it's Novia.
I'm learning Portuguese, okay? I already went.
What is it then? How do you say girlfriend in
Portuguese.
Portuguese?
And I'm gonna say kiss, beiju.
oh,
Mm.
hey sexy, like fuck, like
Yeah, I know how to say the important stuff. I'm learning how to talk
Um,
dirty in Portuguese because that's the most important thing. Who cares about good morning? We need to know dirty languages.
Oh, can we point out like M's tattoo?
Yeah.
This
well,
one?
Yeah, we've all seen it.
She just discovered it today.
Oh,
I
really?
fucking love it.
Kiss me where I pee.
Yeah,
Happy
kiss me
Valentine's
where I
Day
pee.
coming up. This is my Valentine's Day tattoo to myself when I had no partner.
I feel like it's very relevant and I think I would like to have it.
well,
Well, you can get a tattoo. That's one of the things that people
I was
do
supposed
in
to
Cancun.
No, I'm gonna get a tattoo, but like, I was supposed to do that today and get my septum pierced. But now I'm sick, so that's just like fucking awful trying to blow my
do
nose.
not do
Yeah.
that because I did that stupidly. I was like, you know what, piercings boost your immune system. I was like, why
What?
not get my? Because like the more you get tattoos, like the more you have like an open scab, so your body tries to heal it faster. So the more like piercings and tattoos you have, like your body tries to heal faster, because it's like not recognizing that something's wrong with you, but it's like, oh, there's like pain, there's blood, there's something going on, like there's a hole that needs to patch up.
I don't know if that logic is sound, but
Yeah,
okay.
like it sounds pretty flawed.
Yeah.
But
What?
I'm gonna let you have that one.
No, it's true.
No,
Really?
yeah.
It literally says. 'Cause like, okay, so when you cut your finger and your scar heals itself, this is scarring yourself.
Yeah.
Because you're opening it up, so it helps your immune system.
So
not-
like when you're sick, by doing that, it's your body's healing faster. Is that what you're saying?
in my logic at the time, yes.
Okay.
So I was like, yo, I'm gonna get a nose piercing. Maybe it's gonna help me out. This was a couple years ago. Still a stupid ass.
I was gonna say like you'd still do that now.
Yeah. But I was like, I'm gonna get my nose pierced. Got all three done basically in the same couple months. Worst blowing nose experience of my life. Couldn't
Like,
I
it's hard
when I
enough
blow my
because-
nose I have to like
Yeah.
jiggle these around, jiggle this around. Sometimes I think I'm cute and I like move my nose piercing. I have like a big ass booger here. I'm like walking around all day. And so I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh wow, it's a giant booger on my septum ring I've had for 5 hours.
And no one told me. Like
No.
fucking great people.
I love that. Walking around with crap in your mouth or your face, and you like go home and you realize what the fuck goes on my face all day.
Have we digressed a lot from like the point of this conversation, or is this like what it is?
This is just
Pretty much
bullcrap.
what it is.
Okay, cool.
Every now and then we talk about something travel-y.
Mhm.
Traveling.
You know, it's just basically just bullshit.
This is Canada versus Australia right now,
Yeah.
and I feel like we're very similar.
Well, like Australians like.
And
love
me as the
Canada.
US.
Yeah, I was gonna
And
say,
I
half your
wanna
country
move to,
lives
like,
in my country. half
Exactly,
my
like
country
they
lives in
celebrate
yours.
Australia Day.
I
So
feel like
hard.
I'm,
Yeah,
I feel
so
like I'm
hard.
doing my typical job as a person of the US, is just being a mediator. And just making sure.
Oh, that's really
everybody's
big of
behaving.
you.
Just make sure you guys
Just
don't
take that
go
role and
to
run
war.
with it. Like, fuck.
Go.
No, on that note though, I am done. It's hot in here. I need to get out
I need
and I need to
pee.
smoke more.
So
You guys
do
have to
I.
pee more. 'Cause
Yes,
you guys keep drinking your giant bucket drinks.
Just want to
Oh,
let
like,
everyone
I
know.
fucked the straw. Like, I'm fucking done with the straw. Also, that's one thing I would change. Like,
Straws. I don't
single-use
know why I put
plastic.
these in here.
I know. I said you did that, and I was like,
I did that.
Single-use plastic has to go.
Oh, so I read an article today. Instead of reuse, reduce, and recycle, they just want reduce and reuse. They don't even want recycle because it's too late now. They're like, yeah, planet Earth's fucked, so only reduce and reduce.
Yeah.
Wait,
Because it's still
reuse and
going to like
reduce.
a heap of stuff that has
What's
to be
up,
like.
Brian? Thanks for the follow. Oh, he's hosting me right now. He's hosting me. With
Oh,
one viewer.
Brian, you're hosting us.
Oh, like Brian,
I
Brian?
love you.
No, he's a friend of mine.
I thought it was like
he's
a
hosting
Brian.
us. But what's funny is we
Hey,
are
Brian.
ending right now, so that was kind of a waste of a host. But thanks, love you, Brian.
Love you, Brian.
Oh my god.
Thank you so much. Muchas gracias.
Muchas
amor.
gracias. That's all I know. So. Muchas
Oh,
gracias.
and also, sin.
Sin.
Oh, what is no onion?
Okay, you have to tell me that. I don't know that.
I taught you yesterday. Sin cebolla.
Sin cebolla. Also,
Who's
hoy
that?
es mi cumpleaños. It's my birthday today.
Right now?
No, like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
You
it was
fucking
yesterday.
I was gonna be like, what the
It was
fuck?
the whole reason why my stream got ruined yesterday. No, everything's fine now.
Okay, 20-minute break. 4 hours later. Yeah. People are wasted, screaming. Oh man, so damn so funny.
No, but anyways, no, we are ending now. So everybody make sure that they like, subscribe, follow, all that fun stuff. You can find us on
Also,
YouTube,
like,
on
we're
Twitch.
here all week, so if you want to see us again, just let us know.
Yeah. Comment
We're
below.
fucking
Weird
Comment.
Girl versus
Do you have any
Australia.
questions?
Comment if you guys want to see them again. Comment if you want to not see them again. I love
I hope
negative
not. Like, I hope
comments.
that's
Those
not
are
a
the
thing.
best.
Oh my god, SMR, negative comments. I
Yeah,
love those.
Yeah, the ASMR. That's a big thing
Like,
on
what
Twitch
is-
right
ASMR, I watched
But-
that a lot.
now. Anyways, the music's going.
Sexual or
We're-
likely.
We're gonna continue our conversation off the air.
Ooh.
Follow
Bye,
at
everybody.
Dog96 on Instagram.
Fucking plug. Like, you fucking did
The
that.
plug is in there.